What's up, guys? In today's video, I'm gonna go a little more in depth of cooking the famous stir fry cut steak. All right. First things first, the type of pan you use matters. Okay. I get this ceramic coat pan, got it from Walmart. Walmart's got a lot of great things. And while we're on that topic, I also use Great Value basic salted butter. Okay, these two things matter a lot actually, and it has a lot to do with how your food's going to turn out, whether it's steak, whatever you're cooking. If you have a pan that looks like it survived the First World War and it's all rusted and nasty, your food's probably not going to turn out that good. Okay. Butter as well, there's lots of just regular standard salted butter and different brands. They all taste different. All right, I like the Great Value. I don't know, however they create it, it just tastes good to me. Right, so another thing, when I cook any kind of meat, in my personal opinion, slow cooking them makes them taste way better. And texture is a huge thing for me too when it comes to food. So I like having the perfect texture as well. A lot of people don't care. They just want to, get things done fast, out the way. A lot of people like burnt food, burnt steak, That's cool, but not me. I don't like things that are burnt. I don't believe that burning food adds flavor, despite popular belief. So we're just heating up the pan, got it on like, medium high. Let it warm up a little bit. See here, that pan heated. And of course, we're gonna be using some Kinder's buttery garlic and herb. Yet again, like I said, it's good on anything I put it on thus far. Get that butter ready to butter the pan. You don't need a lot. I just do this, have a brick ready to go, just smear it. Saves a lot of time. That way you're not just putting, you don't need an entire tablespoon of butter to cook anything for that matter. All right. That pan buttered. I kind of chop this in half. Put it on there. Ready. Some seasoning. Just do a light coat. Just do a light coat at first because, after you break it up and it starts cooking more, you want to season it some more. Because if you just do a coating on both sides and you got to cook it all the way through and eat it, it's honestly hardly any flavor at all. So it matters a lot on how you season it. And the intervals of when it's cooking as well. You want to do it while it's still kind of raw. Let's say you wait last minute to season the food, you can do that, but it's not going to be the same. Timing definitely matters a lot. But anyways, yeah, just kind of cut up the steak a little bit. Last time I made a cooking video, cranked up the heat a lot just so it wouldn't go on and on forever, but this is a little more detailed, specific, so you can get that steak tasting just right. And these things matter a lot, especially if you are gonna go on any kind of diet per se. You want the food to taste good, right? If food doesn't taste good, it's gonna be really hard to stick to it. Especially with me, I don't have much of a natural appetite as is, so the food has to be, next to perfect for me to even eat it. I'm gonna be cooking a lot more of this steak because I'm going on kind of like a keto or carnivore, somewhere in between those. I don't even know what to call it, but little to no carbs at all is the main factor. What I'm gonna be doing so I can get nice and lean. And while we're on that topic, that is something you can do. You don't have to do that. You can still get lean, you know, while eating carbs and stuff like that. If you calculate your macros correctly, you know, right amount of exercise, yada yada. There's a lot that goes into it. But it's just something a little bit easier for me personally, right? I'll do periods of time where I'll just cut out carbs nearly completely for a while. You know, it helps lower your insulin resistance so you can get better nutrient absorption. There's lots of benefits to it. You know, it's also not for everybody. But honestly, I just feel better doing it that way, less aches and pains, you know. Kind of like an addition to a whole foods diet. You just lower the carbs or next to none. It's getting nice and broken up now. Crank up the heat some more. I don't know, pans just take forever to heat up sometimes depending on what kind of burners you're using. There we go. I finally uploaded a full-length workout video. Go check that out if you haven't already. You know, it's giving lifestyle, workout tips, things like that. Showing you a simple workout you could do at home. Yeah, guys, diet plays a huge role in the results, whatever kind of results you're after when it comes to, you know, fitness goals or just losing weight in general. Especially for losing weight, you're gonna have to start counting your calories. You know, that's just a given. If you don't do that, you're just, especially if you don't know, like if you haven't been counting calories for a long time, you're gonna have no clue. You're just gonna be eating stuff and just hoping you lose weight. Same with gaining weight. For all your hard gainers out there, you guys want to gain some weight, pack on that muscle. I hear it all the time, oh, I eat so much, I eat so much, I eat so much. Well, count the calories, okay? And then make sure that food is whole food. Make sure it's real food, not just trash. You know, you could eat so much cereal every day, you're not going to gain too much if you're a hard gainer. And not only that, you guys think you're skinny. If you actually calculated your body fat percentage and you're eating so much trash like that all the time, you probably have a, you know, higher end body fat percentage and don't even realize it because you don't have much muscle, so you can't really see it. I fell into that trap for a little bit. It happens. If you're just skinny and can't gain any muscle or blah blah, you're not doing the math right. You're not calculating your calories, you're not eating real foods, more than likely. Macros play a huge role. And also when it comes to working out, work out your entire body, work out everything. Make sure you're hitting every single muscle group because you know what? All muscles complement one another. And they also help you with all your lifts so you can get stronger. Therefore, you're going to gain muscle faster. If you just, you know, only hit one part of your chest or one part of your entire delt, things like that, or one part of your back, you're doing yourself a disservice. You got to work all the muscles, every muscle you can think of. Work all of them. Work out all of them. Women as well. Same advice for women. Why a lot of women are scared to lift weights because they don't want to get all big or look like a dude. I promise you, you're never going to look like a man just from working out alone. Unless you do steroids, you know. But you're not. You're not going to look masculine. You're going to look good. It's going to give you more shape to your body. A lot of times people are like, oh, I want to lose weight, I want to lose fat, blah, blah, blah. And then let's say they do lose a bunch of that weight, but they don't have much muscle. There's nothing really there. You know, what you want is muscle. Build the muscle. The more muscle you have, the higher your metabolic rate is. The higher your basal metabolic rate, the more fat you're going to burn just as is. Alright, and there we have it. The steak is done. It got a little, you know, too hot there at the end, but that's it. There you have it. Here's a close-up of that steak. Ready to go. Delicious.